Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Alright, today is Gather Your Fragment Friday. It's the part of the week where I like to gather up my fragments, make enough meals for my weekend. But since we were gone on vacation, I was like, you guys could get another video of us just frolicking and having fun. But I thought, you know what? Why don't I gather my fragments in Grandma's kitchen? So I went to my mom and I said, why don't you give me a few of your meals and I'll meal prep for you and Dad for the weekend and you won't have to worry about making any food. So that is what I'm doing today. So I went into Grandma's kitchen, got her what's cooking recipe. Grandma still does recipes, which is really good. Not many people do recipe cards anymore. So we went through, came up with a menu, and I'm gonna make some food for them for the weekend. And it's things I enjoy eating, it's things I make for my family. It's just smaller size. So we're gonna have a great day making food in Grandma's kitchen. You guys ready? All right, let's go. Okay, so since I'm doing smaller size, I'm like, everything's just a little bit smaller. I don't have to worry about doing large size. I know she has a big pan. I just used it yesterday, but I have no idea where it is. So I'm just gonna cook my meat here in this pot. So do we need more lighting? I think the lighting's good, right? I'm just gonna put, she's got 2 pounds of ground beef for her recipe. I didn't ask for her meat smasher either. We will see. So I'm gonna put this in this little pan here. I'm gonna do small size. And I guess I'll use the spurtle and just kind of smash it up. I'm going to cook this. She's giving me some onion soup mix, and then I'm going to do, this is going to be shepherd's pie. So I'm going to mix this up, add some beef bouillon, make a little gravy, cream mushroom soup, mix it up, and that'll be the bottom layer, and I'll do some veggies and some mashed potatoes on top. So this will be yummy. Okay, I'm going small size, so I'm trying to like how much mashed potatoes to make. So we grew up eating these, like these, they like these, I like these. So this is what I'll put on top of my shepherd's pie. So I'm going to do, I think, serving size 4. I think that's what we'll do. So basically I'm going to put everything in this bowl here, just what it says on the box. I'm going to put a little bit of onion soup mix, one of these in here with the meat. It's so much easier cooking for 2. It's so much easier, quicker. I'm almost done with the first dish, which will be awesome. So this, I'm going to just whip this together. All right, potatoes done. That was like 3 minutes. Finished. You pick up my mess. Okay, so I'm going to add, I found some of this. I think I gave this to her. I'm going to put a little bit of this in here. Just tiny, because I'm going small size. And then I'm going to add some cream of mushroom soup to this to make it the gravy. All right, dish number 1 is going to be done. So I'm going to take her little pan here, and this is all cooked. Let me look for some veggies. I know she has peas and carrots somewhere. I just don't know. So what I'll do is just do the meat and the mashed potatoes, and then they can just add like canned vegetables on the side. She's got to have some mixed vegetables. Let me go look. Okay, I found canned ones, which work. I was thinking they'd be diced, but they're not. That's okay. Any veggies will work. Okay, I feel like I need to make 2 more cups of potatoes because that's kind of like stretching it here. So we're getting there. I could have made it a little bit bigger. Let me go get our potatoes. This one is good. You just gotta stir this one up. Whip it with a fork. Fluff it with a fork. All right, much better. Let me pour this on top, or spread it, not really pour it. So I've got shepherd's pie. I think some of you call it cottage pie, but we call it shepherd's pie. So right here, there's definitely more for 2 people. They can have a third. Friends come and eat. So this is good. Got a meal from 1 done. And then actually, ooh, no, I have to make cornbread. Then we'll make some cornbread up. So let me mix this up. So I'm making a small box. So I'm going to be doing 8 muffins. So this will be good. So I'm going to mix this right in the mixing bowl. Super simple. I'm just using random containers I find. So making all this meal prep has like got me excited to go back home and start making some stuff for my own family. You know, I'm gonna go home and there's gonna be nothing in the refrigerator, nothing in the cupboards are full, but the refrigerator is pretty empty. So I'm gonna have to do some meal prep for sure when I get back. So I've been gathering recipes. I sat at Grandma Sandy's and went through her cookbooks just to kind of pick out a few things that I probably would have never made and just get some ideas. It's good to get some fresh ideas from things because you cook all the time and you're like, what am I even making? And it gets into the rut. I know I've gotten into a rut, a real big rut lately, just making the same kind of stuff over and over. So it's easy to do when you got life. So let me get a tiny spoon. I need my spurtles. This is so easy. It's literally 8. So I'm just stirring this up, mixing this up here. And then they can have some cornbread muffins, which is really yummy. I even bought some at home. I need to make some cornbread muffins too. I really like cornbread. And then we had some here and the kids ate it and they liked it, so I just need to make it. All right, let me go find some muffin tins to put these in. All right, it's gonna do some, I think this is the same pan I had when I was a kid that I used here. I think it's only, let's see, I think it's only a few here. Heating the oven up, so it's not ready yet, so I'm not gonna put those in. But I am gonna put some bacon in the oven. So this was thawing, so I'm just gonna cut this open and put this. I'll just cook in the oven with it. It's just one little package of bacon. Put it on a cookie sheet so it can bake and get all yummy. I'll have to kind of smush this together a little bit. This will be good. So we're gonna make some. We're gonna actually make some calico beans, which I really like. Lauren really likes, but none of my kids like. So I grew up eating them and delicious. So I'm excited to make that because I get to have that with meatloaf today, and I like my mom's meatloaf. So this will be delicious. Oh, it's like a blob of bacon. What do we got going on here? It's like a. Let me see. Okay, it's like a chunk of bacon. I guess we'll just kind of set that like that and wash my hands. Put it in. I'm gonna put it in. Alright, clean as you go. I'm gonna wash some dishes up before I start my next dish. This is really cool, by the way. Just squeeze it out the bottom. I saw another YouTuber that had that. Kind of cool. Okay, the next dish I'm going to do, because I'm waiting for some meat to thaw, is going to be beef tips and noodles. Really simple, easy. Just cooking some else kitchen. I'm getting there. So I'm going to, this is still frozen, but I'm sure I can just thaw it in the pan. I know she's got an amazing pan. I just don't know where it's at. It's somewhere. So she wanted a lot of beef in hers, so I'm going to be doing, I guess it's 1 pound, a lot of meat would be 1.5 pounds of them. So I'm just going to put this in here because it's frozen, but we'll get it thawed here. Her beef was $8.99 a pound. Isn't that crazy? All right, I'll put this in here. So let me, which one, the front one? Let me heat this up. I gotta get a lid. Perfect. Okay, so that's gonna heat up a little bit because it's got to kind of thaw. It's frozen. That's gonna be some pasta noodles. So let me see, maybe I can start on something else. Let me start on, Grandma's got a really good ambrosia, or I could do beans. Actually no, I'm thinking out loud. I'm gonna make some of her ambrosia salad. Let me find it. She saved her cookbook here for me. Let me get her ambrosia salad. I'll mix that up. Let me get all the ingredients for that. Okay, over here, I'm gonna make some ambrosia salad. So this is something my grandma made. We had it every holiday. So I've got some pineapple here in a little jar. Pineapple, showing oranges, and there is fruit cocktail, and then some maraschino strainer. So I'm gonna strain it. I know this isn't a real strainer. She has a real strainer. Again, I don't know where it is. I just found the pans in a different cupboard. So I'm sure the strainer is somewhere. So I'm just gonna be using this because this is what I found. It works. So since these are not my recipes and they're Grandma's recipes, so I'm going to give them to you while I'm mixing this up. It's 1 can of chunk pineapple drained, 1 can of mandarin oranges drained, 1 cup of coconut, 1 cup of mini marshmallows, 1 cup of sour cream, 1 cup of fruit cocktail, maraschino cherries, and a pinch of Cool Whip and confectionery sugar. Takes me back to going to Grandma's for Christmas. Delicious. This is I never even knew. I make this at home once in a while. I never put sour cream in it, so now I know the truth. All right, I'm gonna cover this, and then I'm gonna start over here on my beef tips. Okay, so I'm gonna add just a bunch of seasonings in here. I just looked in her cupboard. She's got onion, and then some parsley, and then she's got chives. Got some spices. These look really good, like garlic parmesan, roasted garlic and herb. What else did I find? I found garlic pepper, flavorful. And you got to add a little bit of beef because I'm going to make the gravy, but I think I'll just do the beef in here. And let's see, I think that's going to make a nice little, that'll be good right there. Okay, water's boiling. I got to go find some pasta. All right, I received 1 package of noodles here. Can you even see? Sorry, I'm sorry. Camera angle's weird. We can just stir this here, right? This will start boiling. Perfect. Let that cook a little bit. I'm going to mix up a little bit of cornstarch with water. I mix this in the cold water, and I'll add it in here, and this will make the gravy for this. I got to taste this after. It's not ready, though. It's still bread. Wait till it's cooked. I'll even take my beef tips and cut them a little bit smaller. Because the store, it's good, the big chunks, but cut it, you get a little bit more. Ooh, that's going to boil over. You get a little bit more pieces of meat. You could cut it with a knife, but I'll just use scissors. So I'm going to mix some cornstarch here with a little bit of water. So it's just take your cornstarch with your water. I'm just going to pour it in here. I added a little bit more water just to, because it was boiling down a little bit. I'm just going to see how much to add. Let this come to a boil again. Let's see. And as it boils, it'll get thicker, which is nice. Oh, this food smells so good. I just want to get my, I've got some more of those sausage balls I had yesterday. I think I'm going to heat those up for breakfast. Look at that. I'll just let that continue boiling, and then this is almost done, and I'll strain this. I gotta rinse out that little strainer I'm using. There it is, beef stroganoff. So this is great. They have 2 big meals. It's gonna last them for a long time. Hopefully they're really hungry. All right, let me clean up my mess and we'll start on the next dish. Got cornbread in a plastic container. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is calico beans. This is another recipe I love very much. Good to make for like a get-together, gathering with people. So it's a lot of cans of beans. So I'm gonna open these up. Just got an electric can opener and drain some, and then put them in a bowl. Okay, since this is a true gather your fragments, I found some taco meat because I forgot to save some hamburger from the thing that I made earlier. So that's okay. So I'm just gonna look at her recipe here. It is brown sugar. So okay, let me read her recipe. It is a pound of ground beef, which she uses a little bit less and she uses more. Oh, sorry, like, what is all that? That's the things to make your brown sugar soft. Anyways, so she uses a pound of ground beef, half a pound of bacon, but she said, yeah, I use more bacon, less ground beef. An onion, which I did not do. Just, let me go get some onion. You can always use onion here. Let me add a little onion. And then it is, you mix up a half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of ketchup, 1 teaspoon of mustard, 1 teaspoon of vinegar, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. And then you add that mixture together, and then you add 2 cans of chili beans, 1 can of butter beans, light kidney beans, dark kidney beans, lima beans. Delicious. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix this all in here. I should probably put it in a bowl. Let me put it in a little. She used to always mix it in here and taste it, so I probably will do that too. But this will be good. All right, let me add. I'm gonna do eyeballs. Half a cup of brown sugar. I feel like this is a large family size calico beans, so delicious. She's gonna have a lot of food, which is really good. So hopefully eat all this stuff. All right, okay, making my mom's meatloaf. I love this. I love this. I make meatloaf, but I do enjoy my mom's meatloaf. Like if I came home and ate a meal, it would be meatloaf. So I'm just gonna follow her recipe. She wrote down to use onion soup mix. I feel like she used this a lot when I was growing up. Some onion soup mix in here. I'll show you in a minute. And then I have to get, what else have to get? 2 eggs, ketchup, and breadcrumbs. Okay, so doing good mixing. I'm like this, some of the pieces were in there a little bit frozen, so I'm trying to mix them around here a little bit, but I think this is gonna be good. So I'm just gonna put them in little bread pans. I think she wants to freeze one, so I think maybe this one for freezing, and then I'll do a glass one they can bake. So this is good. This is gonna give Grandma a lot of, I'm like looking at her food going, that's a lot of food there for just the few people that's gonna eat it. We'll do some dinner today too. So let me put these in pans, and then I think she wants ketchup on top. Ketchup on top, so it'd be yummy. I felt like Grandma's instructions, so I was gonna make some scallop potatoes, but she wanted me to slice thin, but she wanted me to parboil them. So I think I'm gonna cook some over here, and then I'll peel them and I'll slice them really thin. That way I can just, because she's gonna bake this like a couple days from now. So just gonna get some potatoes in here to boil with water. So now while I'm waiting for the potatoes to cook, I'm gonna go through and get some recipes here that were my mom's, like ones that she wrote out. Just save them when I go home. I'll have some recipes to look at. All right, round in a corner here. So I'm going to, I was just kind of looking to see like, what can I make for the sauce, because I was a little unclear with it. So I think I found cream of chicken and I found cheddar cheese. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put this together in this bowl here, this mixing bowl. And then, let's see here. Oh, I think I'm gonna need a spatula. Put this in here, just make like a little sauce with it. I wasn't sure if I'd to not do cheesy or do cheesy, but I think the cheese will be good. They can be like cheesy potatoes, right? I think that's gonna work. So that, and then there's the cheddar cheese. I didn't realize they had cheddar cheese soup as Campbell's. I wonder what that tastes. Let me see how it tastes. Put that in here. I've never seen. What's that taste like? Okay, it kind of tastes just like the cheddar cheese. Not as flavorful, but not too bad. So this in here with a little bit of milk. And then I'm going to add spices. I'm going to add some chives to it. And we'll do some salt. Are you even seeing anything? Probably not. Salt right there. Some pepper. I got some chopped onions. Just a little bit. And I think this will be good to go over top of the potatoes. I might have to add a little bit more milk here, but we'll see. I think this is going to work. The potatoes, I'll cook them for a little bit, and then I'll peel them and then cut them really tiny or thin. And she can have like little potatoes. Okay, that's going to be good. Okay, while we're waiting for the potatoes to cook, I'm going to show you what I did yesterday. I got a little early start on some dessert prep for them. Desserts, I want to make some muffins and donuts. So I'm going to show you those here. Okay, so doing really good. She's gonna have a lot of good, they're both gonna have a lot of good food for some dinners, which is nice. So I'm just waiting for the potatoes. Let me see. I cut these really thin. I wasn't sure if I was gonna peel them, but I'm just going to cut them really thin in here, do a few layers, and then do some salt and pepper on them, and then put that sauce on top, and then put butter on top. That's gonna be easy, so let's slice these thin. Okay, this is what we ended up with today. So we got beef tips and noodles for one of their meals. Made the shepherd's pie right here, and I've got some cornbread. This will be the meatloaf, calico beans, and then cheesy potatoes, and then there's another one to freeze. And this is just some ambrosia salad. So that's plenty of meal prep for them for the weekend. All right, so I am finished with gathering your fragments at Grandma's house. So I should retitle it like my childhood favorites, gather your fragments back at home or something like that, or I don't know, we'll come up with a catchy title. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, created, and selected by God to do great, wonderful things. You have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.